Welcome everyone to another episode of Rooftop Perspectives. I'm your host, LanceScurv. It is a very windy day. Let's hope that my dead cat covers the microphone good enough so we don't have that windy effect, because I almost made a mistake and started the video without having the microphone even connected. I don't know why. I guess I'm just too rested. You get absent-minded sometime when you just get so much rest. I've been sleeping till I wake up. I've been sleeping earlier, not going to exhaustion, so I feel real good. I'm in happy isolation from the bullcrap in the world. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. I talk to who I want to talk to when I want to talk to them, and I have a lot of good people around me supporting me and a lot of positive energy. I want to give one shout out to Coder Dean. Coder Dean, he is a friend of mine who has worked with me, I'd say probably over the last 10 years of stuff on the website, the heavy lifting that I can't do, because I do maybe about 85% of stuff on the website when it comes to graphics. And we're talking about LanceScurv.com. And as of recent, and I have to tell you the backstory real quick before I get into what I have. This is a very interesting story. I've never talked to him on the phone, never heard his voice, never did a FaceTime with him, right? Never seen him and talked to him on FaceTime. We only talk on Skype, and it's on text. That's all. Over the last 10 years, I met him on a platform where you can get independent contractors to do work, and I have to say this man has been a blessing for me. He is a man who has lived in Dubai and UK from Pakistan, right? And we know that many people of different races and different countries think the black man in America and the black woman in America are that stereotype, right, that they see on TV, but he knows better through his dealings with me. And I've said it before, he can't always have access to PayPal, so he sends his clients money to me and I send it to him. Never had a problem from me. He always gets his money, and he always does stuff for me. But I have to say, for a man who I never spoke to on the phone, who I never FaceTimed, right? We just talked through text. That man is more my brother than many black men and women that I know. Women can't be my brothers, they gotta be sisters, right? I love my black brothers and sisters, and I have a lot who are tight with me. All I'm saying is that as of recent, the way he has helped me is over and beyond what most would do for me. With his skills, with his encouragement, with him keeping me going on that way and opening new doors for me. I have to give him his props. Now, that's not his name, that's his online name to a point. You will not see a social media platform with that name on it. That's his work name, so to say. I know his real name, right? But I have to give him props. It doesn't mean that if a person's of another race that they can't be a brother to you in such a way, because he proved himself to me. And there are many black Hotep Negroes out here who, oh, black this and black unity, and they screwing you over, they gossiping about you, they wish bad for you. They love to hear through other people what they think are your problems or challenges, and they take great joy in that. They are not for you. See, I'm just going to be who I am because I'm in the old man phase right now. I'm not an old man. I got a lot of juice in my fruit. I've taken care of myself over the years. Don't eat certain things. Don't not consume the liquor, whatever. So I'm not aging myself. So my third eye, my gift of discernment is wide open. And that's why I say, whenever you have people around you, they come, they go, but there will be those that will always be there for you. And like I said, it's a blessing. Now, let's get right to the point. This kind of came to me through 3 different requests. I'm going to mush them all up in one because it's basically the same thing. And I got to say that you can only take so much. You're only human. You can only take so much. You're only human. Even a mother needs to get a break from the sleepless nights and endless screams and crying of their child, because that can drain you. But that is what she's supposed to do, and she takes great joy in that, of course. But even she needs a night off where she can have a friend or a family member say, hey girl, come on, you know, leave on out, go on out, hang out, stay out all night, you know, go at your friend's house, whatever, or stay home and we'll take the kids, and you need to have a nice quiet time to yourself. You know, that is something that is very, very healthy, as you can only take but so much as you're only human. And I'm going to add on to that. You cannot babysit everybody else's traumas. And traumas and dramas. You can't babysit everybody all the time. Don't you have things that you need to work on for yourself? And you have people who are ungrateful in you helping them in their traumas. You nurse them to emotional freedom and they give you the finger or their butt to kiss. Ain't that something? So you need to keep your gas tank, your emotional gas tank, your spiritual gas tank, your mental gas tank. You need to keep that topped off and full. When you start draining it down for people, you need to know that you can trust this person, or that you know this person, that they will be appreciative of all that you've done. Because you can get certain people to a certain level and they'll demonize you with all these new jokers and talk so bad about you, and you were the one that were there for them all of these years through their traumas, right? Case in point, even in my own life, if you follow the show well enough, you know that I have an older brother, 11 years older than me, who's always been addicted to drugs. Technically, you can say he's a half brother because it's different fathers, right? But he's my brother. We came out of the same womb. I don't think like that, right? But my mother always gave him the empathy and the hope, and he wasn't ever thinking about getting off that stuff. There wasn't a chance in hell where he was thinking about it. He might have been clean looking for a couple days, the heroin days, the crack days, or whatever. I don't know what he's smoking now. He's still alive. I haven't seen him since 1998 when we ran into each other. I think it was on 5th Avenue? 5th Avenue and 29th Street or something like that. And this is back in 1998. How long ago was that? That's 24 years ago. And that was by chance. I looked and I said, oh man, that's my brother coming. Hey man, how you doing? Whatever. You looking good? Whatever. That's what he's telling me. You know what I mean? You got $5? And he always kept himself nice. Always. And did that day. 4 years before that, he was calling me to find out if he got any money from my mother passing away. That's the extent of our relationship. So if you think that I have not gone through stuff, so this is why in my life, I don't see myself that way all the way, but in a sense, I'll tell you, I'm an orphan. I'm someone who, not that I'm alone in the world, but when he took that book that had all the addresses that my mother had down through the years, the people in the church and friends and family, we didn't have Facebook back then. So when she passed away, I didn't know how to call anybody. I didn't memorize any numbers. I didn't have anything, right? So I'm cut off, and that's distant family. So I had to see this world as a loner. I had to go through this world from that point on, after receiving so much love from my parents and so much love in the neighborhood, which I have some very good friends from the old neighborhood and beyond, that they know each other, we know each other, we talk with each other damn near every day, at least with one of them. And there's one of them that I talk to every day. And that's been a blessing for me, and it's been a support for me. But really and truly, what do I have as far as that's concerned? So I've had to learn how to survive and learn all the tricks of the trade. And it has hardened me in a good way and made me tough in a good way, where you can't really bring me down on those levels, because I know what it's like to be totally alone. Totally alone. And have to make ends meet. Totally alone. When you're being distanced on an emotional level in those past relationships that I was in, where they had a reason for being with me, but not really to love me. In very few cases in my life, and I can probably count it on one hand, that I have felt true love from a woman. All the other sexual things and acrobatics and stuff, there was a reason for that. And I'm still standing. Because people see you and want to use you for what they can get out of you to fill in the voids in their life. Not everybody, but it happens a lot. So I'm the best person to talk to about these things. And so I was told that I can tell part of the story. And it was funny for me because, you know, the whole drug thing, I understand, like with my brother. And I'm not demonizing anybody on, because you can get off, and there are people that we know that come on the show that are doing very well. And if they relapse, I still love them. It's not about the drugs, actually. It's about being used. Because until the day my mother took her last breath, she had hope that my brother was going to fulfill his legacy, fulfill this. Listen, you only have but so much time. You can only take so much because you are human. How long can you keep giving and giving and giving and being in denial in your own life? You get married to somebody and you figure out that the person's going to fulfill what it is that you need as a man or a woman, as far as providing and interlocking your essence and, supporting each other. It's not even just about sex, but even that too. You should become a student of each other, but then they got you and they're like, to hell with you. Everybody else outside of this household is over you. I'm going to make sure I scorn you, don't do nothing for you, isolate you, whatever. Then guess what? That same person calls up their girlfriend crying. Or the same man calls up, because men do it too, calls up the brothers crying. Oh, I think they're cheating on me. And I'm not giving anybody an excuse just to cheat. But if you don't give somebody what it is that they need, why are you surprised that if they come to you and you're a restaurant and as soon as you see them, they see you and you lock the door, but you got people in there eating, and you keep doing this to them? Well, it's just a matter of time. Guess what? They're going to eat at somebody else's restaurant and they're going to get served well. And you wonder, how are they keeping themselves up? How are they always so jolly? I got my own traumas and I'm going to inflict my trauma on them because they're not babysitting it no more, because I'm not giving them what they need. And so after a time, being human, if reciprocation doesn't happen, you don't have to feel guilty. And this kind of went off into a different topic, but I'm coming back on it and it's still really on the same topic. If somebody loves you and somebody encourages you and somebody holds you and you feel it and you're into them and they're giving you what you need freely, don't you ever feel guilty when the Creator gives you something that you need. Don't you shy away from that. Being faithful to trauma. Because if the trauma-filled person understood the role that you have in their life, they'll see your value. But see, there'll be others whispering in their ears, friends, girlfriends, in-laws, because they can't get from them what they used to get from them, because they're afraid of that person giving you all as it should in a relationship. So they try to demonize you and they take joy in breaking it apart. And when it does break apart, if God gives you something, take it. I might not have said that 5 years ago. I just have a different mindset now, because people can be so emotionally cruel, and those who get from you when you help them with their trauma and nurse them to strength, they forget who you are sometime. Now that they got their wings flapping, they flap on out of your life, or they stay there and they look at you like a receptacle because you gave of yourself so freely. Be careful, especially when they start pulling back on their appreciation of you. So look, my mother passes away. My brother calls up and all he could think about is money he got. He don't give a damn about whatever happened. That was weeks. Well, April, May, June, July. That was 3 months, 12 weeks after she passed away. And he calls me. Oh yeah, well, I just want to find out if I got anything. I said, yeah, you got something. All right, I'm going to call you back again, man. I'm going to let you know. Clap. Talk about feeling alone. Nobody in your life. And you hear something like that from somebody who's supposed to be close to you. You came out of the same womb. So how are these other little people, Johnny-come-latelys in my life, going to affect me when I've been through something like that? See, I don't play games. I'm all about it. Either I'm all in or I'm out. Or we're playing the game. Damn. For example, I'm just making this an example of, because this touches on one of the situations. How come I don't cook food for my husband, but every time he come home, he's full because he's eating somewhere else, and eating good too? See, nothing really ends and then begins in this life. It's like going to a club and hearing a song that's playing and you're dancing to it, and the DJ starts to mix it in. See, when you're effing up with somebody, there's that song that's right there ready to come on in and take your place. And sometimes it's a better song. But when we give to people, what is it about some of us that we just keep giving and giving and giving and deleting? Why am I saying deleting? I don't know. Depriving ourselves and draining ourselves, hoping that one day they're going to come around and I'm going to be that good person. No, there's a cutoff point. Look, every cup could only hold but so much water before you have to refill it. Every bank account can only hold but so much money before you have to put money in, or you go into overdraft or checks start bouncing. So if nothing's being put back into you, how can people expect for you to constantly give? You are only human, and you can only take but so much. So for the frenemies around you that drain you and use you, and let's go half on this and whatever, they don't care about you. They just want something out of you. Are they going to do the same thing for you when it comes your time? No. But you got to learn that the hard way. So me being a solo-minded person who has walked the lonely roads in life and not cried about it, because I'm the kind of person that I love being by myself. I love being around Mr. SCURV. I love being around my friends, but I love that time that I have being around myself. That kid that would lock himself in the room and draw for hours on end, do my homework, play my records, put the TV on and watch Muhammad Ali fights and work out in there with my weights as a young teenager. I can do that. I'm a creator. What you have to know is that when you let people drain you down so much like this, they are robbing you of life. They're robbing you of life force. I am here in Africa right now. I can't allow any of the naysayers in America stop me from doing what I'm doing here. This is a new place. I've been blessed to meet socialites and people who are in position. Like when you saw me at the art exhibition, I made so many, about 15, 20 different people that I've connected with on social media, and they're going to let me know about all the events. They're even going to have certain stars have me interview them. And so I'm going to let the naysayers, whether they're here or in America or wherever they are, stop me from the new life that I have while they sit there and pissed off and nursing their traumas, and I'm supposed to sit there and be up under them while they throw trauma at me, and I'm supposed to hold it up and drain myself down. And once they're done, they treat you like a used piece of tissue that you use to wipe feces with. They flush you down. Why do I have so much energy all the time? Because I've learned how to cut that off. I've learned how to get rid of that. I'm keeping it for myself. Listen, in April, I'm 60 years old. 20 years from now, I'll be almost 80 years old. 60, 80, 80? Some folks don't make it to 60. Some folks don't make it to 65, 70, 75, 80. No. This time here, after all the crap that I've been through in this life, this is some me time. And the me time doesn't mean I'm not going to do what I do online. I'm going to pursue it even more. My talents, my abilities, me going out into the world and meeting wonderful people, beautiful people. It's going to be at such a pace because now these people that used to keep you up all night long with their hang-ups and their whatever, I'm always there for these people. The certain ones now. But some just want to hold you right there and it's all about them, and you can't damn near do something else. Some of these people just want to suck you down and you have nothing left. I'm so glad so many have gone and I've gotten rid of so many, because this particular point in my life, it's all about what comes from the inside. I'm going to serve my people. I'm going to serve my community, but I'm not going to run down black people. Oh, we need to wake up. No, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. I may say it here and there, but I'm not going to really be all just about that, because a lot of our black people are ungrateful. They don't give a damn about you. They'll talk that black talk as long as they can get something out of you. That's what it is. Listen, it's going to be hard to get something out of me. I ain't just talking about money, because I like the feeling of waking up fresh. I love the feeling of seeing the mountains and seeing the sun and this new weather that's hitting my body. Florida weather is different. They say it's hot, but this is a hot, but it's a nutritious kind of hot. It's a life force hot. I want to get out and meet more people on a certain level that are actually doing something, because I'm not shackled like maybe some others who all they can do or is have a limited amount of movement because their situation's jacked up. I can't wait no more. If you in a slow lane doing the chitty chitty bang bang, in a putt-putt and I'm in a brand new sports car in the fast lane, I'll see you when you get there. I'm not going to drive so just to look at you and let's drive together. No, I have things I have to do. I have a destiny. I've been given talents and abilities, and you have too. And you don't need to sit here and waste your time letting yourself get drained by a potentially ungrateful person who's going to throw you down like you're nothing. No more time wasted. No more life force given away at wholesale bargain basement prices. No, you're too precious. There's too much you have to do in this life, and you are not to feel guilty when opportunities for you being satisfied and you being happy and you making gain come your way. You don't have to say, oh, opportunity, hold on a second. I have to call my friend over here who's just sitting down watching me doing nothing. Oh, would you like to embark on what I'm getting? No, that's for you. Stop watching out for everybody all the time, because these fools don't watch out for you, especially when your name is in their mouth all the time and it's always about some gossip. I'm going to turn around and want to help you when you've proven to be who you are. Get away from me. I don't even want to see you. I know what I have, and I know my talents and abilities, and I am so excited to rediscover me. And this is what I say to you. Please unplug these entities from your life and rediscover yourself. Wake up with the enthusiasm every day that I do, where I say, you know what, I was supposed to do this, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to do this today. Or these entities are not infiltrating my life. They are staying right there. They can be shoulder to shoulder with me. I don't know who you are. We don't hang out like that. We don't call each other like that. So be gone with the fake stuff. Because people already know when they come into your life what they have you in their life for. Oh, if I get around them, I can get in position to get this. Or they have a lot of that, and I can get some of that. Or they're insurance for me. Nope. No, you're not. When you have evil entities around you who just want to use you and talk bad about, I don't care if you starving, your baby's starving, I'm not nice no more. You just sit right there and starve. And I have a fridge full of food, and I ain't giving up shit. This is what some people earn, but some of us are too nice. See, I've had situations where I was abused because I was too nice. I'm very nice. And when the spirit hits me to do for someone, I'm going to do it. But you can't let that be the narrative and let people manipulate you into that mindset where, oh, I always have to be the dumping ground for somebody else's dysfunctions. Okay, here's my phone call. I'm going to have to get ready to go. I'm up on the rooftop coming down now. Where are you? Oh, okay, good. Let me wrap this up, and I'm going to come down and just come across the street, and we'll walk down. Come on this side. Okay, bye-bye. Yep. That's a call from Mr. SCURV. Gotta run. But like I said, she's almost here. Don't be drained. When you find yourself lacking enthusiasm, when you find yourself doing for so many others and having a yearning inside to do for self and you can never find the time to do it, something's wrong. Recalibrate your life. Make your life serve you. Every day should be a joy. We'll have unexpected emergencies and catastrophes that are heartbreaking. We understand that life is not just a bed of roses. But the bottom line is, guess what? It's all about you. God gave you your life for you to enjoy and produce with the fruits and talents that he gave you. What the hell are you letting people just take from you and rob from you? No. Don't come here looking for it. Only if it's genuine, and I will know. The spirit will tell me. Okay? Anyway, salute to my brothers. Much love to my sisters. I meant what I said today, and there's a lot of hidden messages in there. I was actually going to try to stay up here for 2 hours and talk, but I got the call a little early. We got something to do, and I'm going to come back on this topic in a different way to satisfy the requests that were given to me. And I just want to let you know I love you all very much, and I'm looking forward to the next one. And we're going to get more and more real as time goes by, because we have no time to waste. Time, this artificial construct on this plane and this level, is very limited. And we got things that we got to do, and we can't be carrying around somebody else's dead weight and their garbage that they don't want to handle themselves. Too bad. Tough titty, but you got to suck it. Anyway, much love to you all. On to the next one. Leave your comments and let me know what you want to talk about. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.